The morning in the forest felt a little different. Today was rehearsal day for the forest concert. Little Bear, Little Red Fox, and Crow were grouped together to prepare a performance piece. Little Bear chose his favorite instrument, the accordion. Little Red Fox grabbed her rhythm sticks with bright eyes. And Crow, of course, was ready to sing. She was always confident in her high notes. "Let's start with something bold and powerful," Red Fox exclaimed, tapping out rhythms as she danced across the space. Her voice lightened, full of energy. "I am not ready yet," Bear said softly, still adjusting the reeds on his accordion. His voice was like a breeze, gentle and easily overlooked. "Your eat is slow. At this rate, we'll never get through rehearsal," Red Fox sighed, her rhythm growing sharper. "Can you please focus?" Crow stood in the middle, bobbing her head to the beat. But every attempt to start the song fell apart due to mismatched timing. "Let's try again." "From the beginning," Bear said. "Not again?" Red Fox crossed her arms, her tail tapping more impatiently. "3 times." "4, still off minus beat." Bear's hands began to tremble. His gaze dropped. He kept wondering if he was the one holding everyone back. Fox grew louder, as if trying to drown out the dissonance through force alone. "This performance is going to be a disaster," she snapped. Crow went silent, then quietly flew away toward Mimi, who was sketching under a tree nearby. "I want to sing, but I can't find my place," Crow whispered, her voice a little sad. Mimi closed his notebook and stood. "Let's go listen. Maybe we can figure it out together." The next day, Mimi sat quietly at the edge of the rehearsal space. Fox was still quick, Bear still half a beat behind. The air between them felt like a tangled melody that couldn't quite resolve. "Maybe you should just find someone else," Red Fox snapped. Bear looked up startled. I never said I wanted to quit. I just really need a little more time." "Time? This isn't a contest in patience, it's a performance we're trying to pull together." Fox's voice was sharp now. Even Crow took a step back. Mimi stepped forward without speaking. He set a small table nearby, placing a warm fruit tea and a visual rhythm guide on it. "What's this?" Bear asked softly. "Rhythm can be seen, not just heard," Mimi said. "You don't have to catch up to her. Maybe the beat can come meet you halfway." Fox peered over, frowning but silent. Her sharpness dulled, replaced by something more thoughtful. That afternoon, they didn't finish the piece, but they spent 2 hours breathing together, learning to tap and pause in unison. Perched on Mimi's shoulder, Crow watched as the two learned to clap in unison. Bear began watching Fox's hands before playing. Fox started glancing back, waiting an extra breath before she struck the first beat. "I can adjust my tempo a bit," Fox offered. The words surprised even her. By the 3rd day, the melody finally held together. It wasn't perfect. Some notes still slipped, but Crow could sing fully. For the first time, "We made it through." Finally, she smiled, landing gently on Bear's shoulder. "Thanks for not giving up." Bear smiled shyly. "I almost did, but I'm glad you're still here." Fox stepped closer and patted his back. "I learned something to that sometimes. You have to slow down to hear a different rhythm." On performance day, the forest held its breath. The audience sat on the grass, waiting for the piece they had worked on all week. The accordion played with warmth, the beats were steady. Crow's voice soared like wind weaving through the trees. No one was too fast or too slow, only a rhythm that began and ended together. When the piece ended, applause filled the air. Bear and Fox exchanged a glance. Both smiled. Mimi, seated in the last row, wrote in his notebook, "Rhythm isn't just about tempo, it's how we learn to come closer to one another." He closed the book, his eyes resting on the three figures bowing side by side. In his heart, a quiet melody echoed soft and steady, a song of understanding, patience, and the beat of working things through together.